Welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. This show is brought to you by Aces Bail Bond, Yasmin Khan, Quick Response 24/7, Easy Payment 203-257-6228. Ramirez Spanish Restaurant specializing in seafood y churrasco. Spark City Smoke and Vape Shop located at 815 Lafayette Boulevard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Evolution Sports Bar and Cafe located at 1279 North Avenue in Bridgeport. Bridgeport Auto Glass, 1227 Barnum Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Visit www.bridgeportautoglassshop.com. And finally, Moran Insurance Agencies, protecting your future. Call 203-864-6232 or visit www.moraninsuranceagencies.com. Y'all ready? 4. Super Elite Entertainment. Yo, I feel like dancing, I feel like rapping, I feel like spitting, I feel like doing a little something, Joe. I don't know about you, man, but I'm ready to set it off tonight.
That's it, man.
Welcome you guys to Super Elite Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez, broadcasting from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm really excited tonight, guys, because I have a really special guest that's going to be joining me here in the studio tonight on what I call my hot seat. The seat is always hot each and every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. We come to you live from our studio, Super Elite Entertainment Studio, which is right here in downtown Bridgeport. And tonight I'm excited because, like no other, I have Mr. Joe Viveros. So all of you Latinos, all of you Boricuas, Mexicans, all of you who come from the Latin culture, his last name reminds you of what we used to have back in the day in Bridgeport, Vivero. Whenever you wanted to go and get a live chicken, you would go to the Vivero right here on East Main Street in the city of Bridgeport. So, that's how you pronounce his name, Joe Viveros. He is the owner of Showtime Auto Spa, all right? Not car wash, Showtime Auto Spa. And he's also a race car driver. He drives a car that's called the Hawk, all right? Or maybe I should say Showtime 203. But we're going to talk about all of that tonight, man. I'm excited for my guest that's here in the studio with me, guys. And really quick, I just want to welcome each and every one of you that's listening to us on our podcast, whether you're listening on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Republic Radio. Big shout out to you guys for tuning in on a weekly basis. Also, want to give a big shout out to all of you essential workers who've been out there working so extremely hard on our behalf in the midst of this crazy pandemic. You guys have been showing up to work, law enforcement, construction workers, pharmacists, bankers. You guys have been showing up to work each and every day, making sure that we, the general public, have the essentials that we need in order to continue surviving. Again, I'm the host of the show. My name is Jason Rodriguez. If you're just tuning in, I'm going to kindly ask you guys to please share this live broadcast to your timeline, upload the link, send it to someone so that other people can jump in and be involved in the conversation. Again, I have Joe Viveros, who's the owner of Showtime Auto Spa, which is located in Stamford, Connecticut. He's here in the studio with me, and he's ready to go, man. He came in pumped up. He was talking about, listen, man, I'm ready. So we're going to see how ready Joe is tonight when we come back from this commercial break, guys. Share this live broadcast into your timeline. We'll be right back momentarily. Lo fuimos. All right, Joe, say it with me. Lo fuimos.
Lo fuimos.
We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Are you in good hands? In the Moran Insurance Agency, we are here to protect your future.
Come on, guys, join me. Let me show you around. It's all about protecting what's important to you. The Moran agencies are here to protect your future. We are here to build a wall of protection around you and your family.
From your auto and life and retirement, the Moran Insurance Agency has you back. To protect your family from mayhem, please visit us at moraninsuranceagencies.com.
Or give us a call at 203-864-6232.
All right, welcome back to Super Elite Entertainment. You guys, I'm your host of the show. Again, my name is Jason Rodriguez, and we're broadcasting from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. One of the things that we like to do here in our studio, we try to bring you the best influential interviews from throughout the state of Connecticut. In the first 2 years that I've been here, we're working on our third year now, I primarily kept the focus centralized here in the city of Bridgeport, highlighting different businesses, highlighting professionals, highlighting influential people. But now, in the past month or two, we spread our wings and we have gone out of the city of Bridgeport and we have stepped into other grounds, into other territories. For example, like Stamford, Connecticut. And tonight we have a really special guest from Stamford. His name is Joe Viveros, and he is the owner of Showtime Auto Spa. Here joining me in the studio. Without further ado, I present to you guys my guest, Mr. Joe Viveros. My brother, how you doing?
I'm good, Jason.
All right.
Thank you for having me a guest tonight. Thank you. I'm a little nervous, of course. Got to shake it off. I'm pumped to be on here. So thank you for having me on board.
Absolutely, man. You know what? Being nervous is a part of the whole experience.
Of course.
You know, when you're sitting here, a lot of people don't know, but it is a real studio. You're sitting on the hot seat, got these bright lights on us. So you ever been to a Spanish restaurant?
Of course.
And they sell acapullas or relleno de papas.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're like. We're underneath that hot,
The light.
steamy light.
Yep.
And, it gets hot in here sometimes.
Of course.
But welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you very much for having me on board, man. This beautiful studio. Thank you for taking the time and just hearing my story and my process of all my years coming up. And, appreciate everything.
Well, first of all, I actually love your story. And we got to spend a lot of time together just the other day. We spent time at your shop. We went out to eat. We took a ride.
Yep.
I got to ride your Honda Gram, which was pretty dope.
It was, man.
All right, and he has a special Honda Gram. I see a lot of them out there, but nothing like his.
Yeah, it's all
and
that,
we got to give a big shout out to
DT Moto, Chris, man. He's the man.
Chris Conti.
Yeah, Chris Conti, man. He's the best, man. He did a really good job with that, man. It's one thing. If anything on 2 wheels or 3 wheels, that's the man I trust.
Absolutely, man. So we're going to talk a little bit about everything, where you come from, your life, your career, your business, which is the most important thing that I would like to talk about, because you have a business it's mobile, but it's exclusive and it's like no other. There's other people out there doing it, trying to do it, but no one is doing it at the level you're doing it at.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to highlight all of that because we have an amazing video we're going to drop shortly.
Sounds good.
Right?
Yep, I'm with it.
And we had a blast doing that.
We did, man. That day was a lot of fun. Filming and, a few mistakes there and there, but we had a blast doing it, man. Kind of showed you a little bit of Stamford, a little bit of my life, and you can see how busy, I get just in general with the phone calls of the auto spa line. I kept telling you I'm sorry, my phone, 2 phones were calling all at once, and I appreciate you for dealing with me.
No, definitely, man. And just because of the way your phone was explosive that day. What does that tell me? That tells me you're doing something right.
I'm trying.
You're doing something right.
Try, man. I appreciate you, man.
So my first question for you, Joe.
Yeah.
When did you open up Showtime Auto Spa?
I opened Showtime Auto Spa about 4.5 years ago, probably just tipping it 5 years ago. So it was a rough start, I'll tell you that.
I can imagine.
It was a very, very rough start. I left a great business career of selling cars my whole life. Probably a good 8 years. I worked at Greenwich Honda for 5 and top-end dealers, and I figured out, let me branch off and start my own thing, and it's probably the best decision I ever did, man. With my resources and my communication and my selling skills, it's got me where I am today, and I'm very thankful for that. All my good clients and great friends are supporting me, and it's been a good run. I'm very, very excited about it and seeing where it's going to lead to next.
Absolutely. And the thing that I like about what you're doing is that it's not only about you. You have an amazing crew of men who are out there working for you. It's not just one Showtime auto spa van. You have multiple vans, and you're about to buy even more vans, which means you're going to hire even more people. You have a crew of about almost 15 guys, man.
I do.
So that comes with great responsibility.
It is. And a lot of them have been working for me for a while, and I'm very thankful for them. I honor every single guy that works for me, and even the guys that have, let's say, branched off and did their own thing or whatever, I'm very thankful that they've worked with me and they see my process. And there's no days off with me, man. I work 7 days a week, and my phone doesn't stop. I continue working and branching off and trying to just hit the peak, trying to better my day every day if I could.
Absolutely.
That's it.
And so, the thing that I find interesting also is that, all right, we have a bunch of different car washes that are centralized in a building.
Yep.
You are mobile.
We are.
You have multiple contracts with car dealerships.
We do.
Your phone is blown off the hook with clients that you have.
We do.
Clients that you've been servicing, people who are becoming new clients.
Yep.
So my thing is that how do you make it happen? How do you juggle so much?
I'll be honest with you, man. It is not easy. I don't know how my multitasking skills get, but I try to put everything in notes and put it in a calendar and then put it through my app, because I have through a website. I book everything end of the night, because what happens is it takes a long process to book everything through the process. And then I put a lot of reminders, man. If you go through my phone, I probably have 100 reminders a day, and it's even my friends. I'm like, yo, remind me, because they see my both phones go off, and friends talk to me, and I bump into a customer, and it's just I can't say it's sidetracked, but I know what direction I got to go with, and to make sure the job gets done the next day.
Yeah.
And make sure everything will get accomplished on the list.
So while I was at your shop, I noticed that everything about your service is, not only is it exclusive, but I can tell that you put great investment in the services that you're providing, because your place is nice.
Thank you,
Your
man.
vehicles are nice. The detail of your vehicles are nice. But the thing that really, really sticks out to me is called Showtime Auto Spa.
Yep.
It could have been called Showtime Auto Car Wash. So I've never seen or heard anybody call their car washing business spa. What's the difference?
So the difference was, you got to figure, the mobile industry is really growing, and you got to figure that not only the mobile industry is growing, that when people hear spa, they're like, what is that? Even women, young girls, they hear spa, they're like, oh, I want to tune into it. I want to know what is the ins and outs to it. And I figured, you know what? I started the Showtime Automotive, which was the shop we interviewed at. And, I did the automotive thing for a little bit, but I was more passionate about the car washing. And I wanted to spice it up a little bit. And I figured, you know what? Let me be one of the first one, actually, I could say. One of the first ones in Connecticut to do it and do it right. And, it's all about the products, all about the employees, all about contacting the customers and make sure everyone's happy. Even if you're wrong, and if I make mistakes, no one's perfect, Everyone makes mistakes, but you got to make sure your job gets done correctly and make sure customer service is 100%, even if they're wrong, man. But you got to do what you got to do. And so I figured, you know what? Showtime Automotive, Showtime Auto Spa, and I kind of liked it, and it clicked, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna run with that one. And
I like that. You know what? When I first read the name,
Uh-huh.
Showtime Auto Spa, you know what came to my mind?
What?
Pampering.
That's it.
Pampering, like, if I go to a spa,
Yep.
I want to be treated right. I want to be treated comfortably. I want to be
course.
treated with the best exclusive, product that you have.
Of course.
So that's what came to my mind when I first read the name, Showtime Auto Spa. I'm like, this dude is pampering people's vehicles.
Yep. I mean, the mobile industry it's all about pampering. When you think about it, dry cleaners, dog grooming. So I was like, you know what? Car washing is never going to go wrong. You know, it has all the seasons from spring, fall, summer, everything. So I was like, you know what? Let me go to clients' houses. Let me pamper them in their cars, because there's people that love their cars and there's people that don't even care about their cars.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a big car guy. I love it. I mean, I clean my car almost every 2 days or 3 days if I could, but it's kind of hard to do when you got a lot of clients.
So let's be realistic.
Go for it.
You're up in Stamford.
We are.
You're in the area of Stamford where the money's at.
Preferably, yeah.
But you're close to Greenwich,
Yep.
New Canaan,
Yep.
Darien, Weston. You're close to all those areas. So I know you have a lot of those type of clients.
It's a big clientele in Greenwich.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I was born and raised in Greenwich, and a lot of the feedback is from Greenwich. And I think all friends and family and customers. And I mean, the image was that when I did the van, I said I want it to stick out. I want it to pop. So, I mean, if you see our vans, it's like, you saw the van in person.
Oh, yeah.
We do it to another level. The wrap, it's all, I always say it's, presentation is key. And I wanted, when you see my van from a mile away, I wanted to say, wow, that's a nice van. I want to get a car wash by them.
Absolutely.
That's the direction I went with.
So when it comes to the services that you provide, because I know you have contracts with dealers.
I do.
And you have contracts with clients who've been with you for a long time.
Yep.
And then you also service people who just call you on a random basis.
Of course.
So I'm just wondering, what exact type of services you provide? Is it car wash, exterior wash, inside, outside? Is it a full detail? What exactly do you provide?
So I have a few vans. Each van, has a job. One van will be set up for car washes a day, and the next van will be just full details and etc. The other van would just fill in for machinery and any businesses and fleets. I do have big fleets of commercial. Like I take care of probably one of the biggest construction businesses in Greenwich, Connecticut.
Wow.
Like the CC Brothers. They've been in business over 40 years. That company rings bells.
Wow.
And I've been in business with them since I ever started.
And they have about how many trucks? Just wondering.
Probably not supposed to say, but I got a good.
Don't say it if you're not supposed to. Nope.
Just over 100. Just say that. But
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
And I'm there once a week, and it just tells you that we do a lot of commercial businesses as like buildings, apartment buildings. We do that. We have High Grove in Stamford. That's a big building. We do a lot of their exotic cars there.
Wow.
So you got Bentleys, McLarens, Aston Martins. You just drive by there, that's a nice building and it got nice
So
cars.
working on cars like that, Bentleys, McLarens, Porsche, all those high-end vehicles.
Yep.
Do any of your clients name their cars?
Yeah, man. It's funny. A lot of them they do actually. Even from their junk.
Like Henry, Donna. Look at Donna.
Yeah, Delilah.
Delilah.
There's some funny names. They name even after their wives. They just name it that because they're like, they took over the car. That's their name.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's funny, man. There's some funny names and nicknames, what they call it, but it's awesome.
That's awesome, man. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, all right?
Okay.
All right. So you guys that are watching right now live on Facebook Watch, welcome to the show. You guys watching on Facebook, regular Facebook. Some of you watching on your iMac, your iPad, or watching on your phone. Welcome to the show. A lot of you watching on YouTube as well. Thank you. Thank you for your support and for tuning in tonight. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When I come back, I'll continue on my conversation with no other than Joe Viveros, owner of Showtime Auto Spa. Also keep in mind, he's a race car driver. We're going to touch on that shortly when we come back from this commercial break, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to Spark City Smoke and Vape, located at 815 Lafayette Boulevard, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
All right, you guys, and welcome back to Live with Jason Rodriguez, and we're broadcasting from, I'm going to say this with confidence, broadcasting from the hottest studio, Super Elite Entertainment Studio in the state of Connecticut. That's how I feel about it. If you don't have confidence in what you're doing, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to succeed, right?
Absolutely,
Joe?
absolutely.
And that's how it started with you. I mean, you started off with one van.
I did.
Now you have multiple vans.
I did.
You started off, probably begging for clients. Hey, you want your car detail? You want your car wash?
Absolutely.
Now, they're
waiting for a 2-day wait to get a wash from me.
Exactly.
And I'm very thankful for that, man. I mean, it's not that ever I'm not the type, and anyone that knows me, never cocky, but I'm very thankful for everybody that does support my business and just helps out and just, Showtime Auto Spa, and just a repost, man. It helps. The little things that do help, man.
Absolutely, man. So you know what? One of the things I wanted you to mention that you didn't get to mention when I asked you about the services you provide.
Yeah.
There's a sealant, a coating that you put on the vehicle, ceramic sealant, right?
Ceramic Pro.
Ceramic what?
Pro.
There you go.
Yep.
I was close.
No, you're very close. Yep.
Ceramic Pro.
Yep.
I think there's 3 different types, 3 different levels that you provide.
You're great, man. You got a good memory, man. I don't know how you do it, but yeah, we do.
But talk about it.
So we're an authorized installer dealer that pretty much does coatings on any protection on your vehicle, bikes, boats, anything you want to protect, even from shoes and Uggs. Basically what it does is it will protect the paint. It will help you not scratch, rock chip, even it was just easily to wash. And it's 3 packages. There goes from bronze, silver, and gold. And you know, all the prices varies depending on all the packages. Some people want the paint correction, depending on, you know, they want the wheels, the windshield. So I always tell people to give us a call, see if you can just go over, bring your car, and we go over the details of the vehicle. I like to take care of everybody. My goal is to do the job once, you come back, and I keep you as a client. And the longer you're happy, I'm happy.
Absolutely. Now, really important question.
Of course.
COVID. We've been dealing with this for about over a year now.
Absolutely.
What kind of impact has COVID had on your business?
I'll be completely honest with you. It was very tough. Right when COVID hit, we didn't work. It was a big risk. A few months, it was a little of a toll. I mean, I was a little nervous thing because I have a crew and I'm not greedy. I think of them because this job, they work for me, supports their food and family to their, you know, and it puts a big toll, and I felt very, you know, there was no plan yet, and I was up for the challenge. And the people that worked with me, I said, you know what, car washes are closed, I'm gonna risk it. Longer if you disinfect it, longer if you have the steamer, I'm gonna go for it, and wearing a mask. And every day I took my clothes off, put it in a garbage bag, and I told the same routine to my guys, and we went at it every day. So COVID did put a toll, but we worked day and night, and I was very thankful for it, and we got super busy. And
awesome.
It picked up a lot of different clients. If, let's say, my repetition of a client that I did, the neighbor never used us, they finally used us because the car washes were closed. And they were like, oh, we always thought you were $1 million or et cetera. We never used you. And you were like, you're such an affordable price. And then I picked them up as a client. So
wow.
COVID did treat me in a sense of a good way, but it was also very tough.
So you had some pros and cons to deal with.
Exactly.
Now with this whole COVID era, I'm just wondering, I know this is a new thing that people are doing in vehicles where they're fogging the vehicles, the steamer.
Yep.
So that's a service you provide as well?
So yeah, we do steaming, ozoning. Ozoning is basically a little machine after I really push after a full detail. And what it does, it kills all the bacteria, germs in the vehicle, and you run it for 30 minutes. And it's pretty safe. It's pretty much, if you look at all the health charts, it pretty much kills everything, 99%. It's always, because if you look at all the other bottles, they tell you 99.9. They don't want to put 100 because that's the business name. But
yeah,
I mean, for the most part, we do the hard part of cleaning it and disinfecting it, and we put the machine, hopefully it kills whatever germs there is, and try to keep everyone safe, because COVID did put a toll on a lot of people. And you know,
yeah.
I had COVID in November, and it was a big, it's not fun, I'll tell you that.
Oh, so, I can't even imagine, man.
Yeah, but I'm very thankful to be here. So it was even from young to older, man. Just be careful, everybody. Just germs. You know, if you feel like your car is dirty and you don't trust it, give us a call. We'll disinfect it, and we'd be very proud to do it, and just keeping you healthy and keeping every car nice and clean. So
another thing that I recognize about you, I'm always recognizing stuff. My job is to analyze people, research, study them out. You know what I mean? And of course, that's what I did on you. But one of the things I like about you also is that you have a great crew that works for you in your business. But also, you're a race car driver.
I do.
You drive what's called the Hulk or Showtime 203, and I believe there's another crew of guys who you deal with in regards to the race car driving, right?
Absolutely. So that is a hobby, man. We do drag race. I mean, I've been doing it for such a young age, man. You know, I'm very passionate. It's my hobby. I was never into drugs. That was my drug. And
just to let people know, especially if you're from Bridgeport, we grew up with car races going down on the side of P.T. Barnum projects by Cactus Cove. We had race cars at Seaside Park.
Absolutely.
And by the Wonder Bread factory.
Wonder Bread.
Right? Yep. And just to let you guys know, if you're from Bridgeport, he was one of those guys.
100%, man. Oh, man. I got to say, we had a good run, man. Bridgeport, a lot of the people in the racing Honda industry, they all know who I am.
You got chased by the cops in Bridgeport?
A few times, man. They've actually thrown me out. It wasn't
you ever
fun.
get caught?
Oh, yeah. A few times. I got it on. It's not something to be proud of, but yes, I've been caught a few times. Oh man, that phone call. Well, the thing was that my father used to come watch us race, so it
Oh,
was kind of easy to
Lord.
bail me out. But in the sense that my friends always were there to support me and take me out, because I was a big, let's say, the adrenaline. I used to love street racing, and that's where it all started. You know,
Yeah.
I started at a young age. I got my first Honda Civic, and I loved it. That was my thing. I was really wasn't into sports, but football, and I loved the racing more. And racing, I took it to a whole different level. Street racing up and down the street from Route 7 and everything else in New Jersey. And, you know, and then I figured, you know what, let me be professional, be safe. I'm only growing up. And I have a good crew, man. Same crew for a very long time. And I have like good 5 guys. And fortunately, one of them passed away. And that was a big toll on us. And that was a big impact on us. And but we're gonna continue the legacy and, you know, make him proud. You know?
Yeah.
There's a goal there's a really big goal with the car, and we're praying we're gonna hit it, and let's see where it goes. I mean, the car goes now. It's about over 1,300 horsepower. It's a little Civic, 1,400 horsepower. I mean, 1,300 horsepower, and a little 4-cylinder, and it goes 8.2 at over 180 miles per hour, man. In a little Civic.
Wow.
In a quarter mile.
That is insane, man.
Yeah. So I love it. It's just, I guess that's my thing, and the goal this year is to go 7s with it.
And you guys are going to be able to see the Hulk when we drop that video of the tour that we did at your shop in Stamford. I think I went deaf that day when he cranked that baby over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was there with the camera filming, and as soon as you hit that throttle, I was like, oh boy.
I know.
I'm already deaf, so now I was like really deaf at that point.
It was crazy, man. I haven't turned it on. I'm very lucky that it turned on. That was a sign. That was definitely a good sign. It turned on.
But you know what? You mentioned about your friend who passed away. I believe his name was Carlos.
Correct.
Yeah. You know, I just wanted to throw a couple of pictures up on the screen. As you could talk about Carlos. I just wanted to give Carlos his moment on the show.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's Carlos right there. That's in the center of the picture.
Yeah, that's
right?
Carlos. That's Dan Sawspot. He's one of the video photographers in the racing industry. He's very big, Sawspot.
Okay.
And he basically always captured all of the footage on live and everything on all the racing.
And there's your boy Carlos.
Yeah, man.
With Showtime, the Hawk. And I love the jersey he's wearing as well.
Thank you, man.
You know, and there he is again. And I could tell that he was like always with you. There he is strapping you up.
He was always the guy who strapped me up. I got in a really bad car accident a few years ago, and he always straps me up just to make sure safety was first, make sure I was good. I mean, I crashed with that exact car over 150 miles per hour. So
really,
yeah, really bad, man. It was. Thank God I'm here to be alive. It just, the head gasket lifted and water got on the tire, and it just spun me out really, really bad. I got a footage of it. I should have gave it to you to show you, but it was kind of crazy, and we had a great return coming back. Like, first day back at the car, we went 8.4, 850s, and everyone was like, wow, it's back. Like, you know, and Carlos never gave up with it. He was like, we're going to go back out. We're going to try to prove a point. And yeah, man, it was really good. He was really involved head to toe in the car. You know, my best friend, Larry, like, he's our mechanic, and he's like very safety too, like outside, making sure the tires are good, the engine's good. And, you know, I got my 2 other friends, Devin and Weech. They're always there to help me out in the events. I mean, there's a lot. When you go racing, I mean, anyone that races the level I'm at, they know this is another job.
When you say the level you're at, what exact level are you at? Because when I think about car racing, I'm thinking about, you know, like NASCAR.
Right.
Or those funny cars that are real long with the pointy nose, whatever you call those cars.
So that's drag racing too. Like, that's a big level. So for us in the Honda scene, it's called Sport Front Wheel Drive. And Sport Front Wheel Drive, it's the top of the league of the front wheel Honda scene. And I race with one of the biggest fields and big competitive scene, and it's a tough crowd. I'm gonna tell you that. There's a lot of people's in the 7s. A lot of people are very competitive in it, and you know, I'm kind of like the underdog. And I could say, actually, you know what? I'm probably one of the fastest Hondas in Connecticut.
Really?
Yeah, man. I'm actually very proud to say that. It took a while to say that, but I mean, I think I proved my point doing it, and from street racing and doing everything, racing everyone. You know, I had a slick mouth growing up. You know, I hung out with a lot of good Puerto Rican friends and Mexican friends.
Hey, by the way, Joe's Mexican.
I am
right?
Mexican. Yep.
Yeah.
We raced in Puerto Rico. You have a beautiful island, Jason.
Oh man, say that again.
Puerto Rico is a beautiful island.
Hey,
I'm honored to say that. I was able to race there.
I could live there, but you raced there. What was that experience like?
One of a lifetime. That's something that To the day I died, I'm gonna hold that to the grave. It's a beautiful experience. I was very honored to be a part of it. A crew sponsored us, me and my crew, and they flew everyone out. And it was crazy, man. It was able to race in that scene, over 30 cars field, and come in second place. Unexpected. We went there with one motor. And we had issues, and my buddy Larry was like, and Carlos were wrenching every day, and I don't wrench. Everyone that knows I don't work on cars, so they know I break everything. And my job is one job, just to drive and talk shit. Excuse me.
Love it, love. No, you're okay. You're okay. No, I love it. So, really quick, what areas did you visit in Puerto Rico? Did you go to San Juan? Did you go to Condado?
I did. So the racetrack was in Salinas. Beautiful experience. I mean, it was just sick. It was just overall the people, the environment. They knew we were all over the billboards, and the people, they knew that we came from like let's say New York or Connecticut or whatever, or the States. They showed us so much love, and it was awesome. And I thank everyone in Puerto Rico and Import DPS that was the sponsor to my crew and everyone. And one of the guys that worked there, he tunes my car, Abraham Rated R, and he's the one that makes pretty much half the field go fast, I gotta say.
Awesome.
He's a genius when it comes to it, man.
So you went way out there and came in second place.
Second place.
You was almost first.
Almost, man.
So what happened?
So I was racing Chapulín, probably one of the baddest cars out there. He's fast too. One of the baddest when I say it in a good way. Like,
was he from Puerto Rico?
He's from Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
They call him Chapulín.
Chapulín.
Yeah,
that's
Puerto Rican.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We took off like great, and right when I swung second, the head gasket popped. It finally gave out.
Oh.
And I could either get into it. There's a video. The white smoke popped out. But since my last accident of the year, 2 years ago, I wasn't even gonna risk it. I just pulled over, and that was it.
Damn.
But it was a good race, man. We took off right together, and you could see the crowd. I see the outside view and the drones out there. You just see it. Everyone was like the tension.
My drone was there. Did you see it?
Oh, your drone is sick of that, man. Your drone was sick because I told you I have the same one, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What a small world that we both have the same one, and we were talking about it too.
Yep.
So that's a badass drone too, man.
All right, so Joe, we've been going for about a good solid half hour.
Oh wow.
We got a video to drop.
Let's do it.
A tour of Showtime Auto Spa, which is located in Stamford, Connecticut. Your shop.
That's it, my shop.
Anything you want to say before we drop that video to the viewing audience?
Thank you for taking the time to watch me and Jason today, and hopefully you like this little video. Thanks for all the support, guys. Seriously.
Absolutely. And when the show's not over, we're going to drop the video. We're going to watch it along with the viewing audience. So while they're watching it, we're going to watch it here in the studio. Then we're going to come back after the video, talk a little bit more, and then I'm going to hit you off with what I call the shotgun questions. All right?
Let's do it.
But before we move on, I just want to acknowledge some of the people that are watching. I see my co-host watching. He'll be here with me in the studio next week. Giovanni Alvarez. He's saying Chapulín.
Chapulín.
He said Chapulín. Matter of fact, there was a show on Spanish channel. His name was Chapulín Colorado. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes, I actually do.
Chavo, something like that. It's a funny show, comedian. Devin Racinos saying, I love you, my brother.
I love him too, man. He's one of my pit crew guys that in the racing, man. So he knows he's in and out of it. You know.
Gio Sandro Rivera is saying, nice picture. I miss you, my brother.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, Gio.
And let's see who else. David Racino is saying, Mayu?
Oh, yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah, his Jamaican accent, because he hangs out with a lot of Jamaicans. He's the most funniest Guatemalan guy. And you hear him talk, you would never think he's Guatemalan. Devin has his own little fan base, man. He's a funny comedian.
Really?
I was trying to bring him on tonight because everyone knows him.
Oh, that's the guy that was supposed to come.
Yeah.
Where are you? You should have been here. We would put you on the hot seat for a minute so you could just make us laugh.
Oh, man, he's hilarious. He is a comedian of his own.
That's awesome. But, what I want to do is I just want to give a big shout out to everyone that's watching, because we have people watching in Puerto Rico. We have people watching in Arizona, all the way out in Orlando, Florida, Tampa, Florida. We have people watching all over the place, not only in Connecticut, New York City.
I bet you Mexico, too. A lot of family members are probably reaching out, so I'm pretty sure.
Big shout out to all of our Mexican family out there.
That's it.
In Mexico.
That's it.
You know how to do it? How was it the Mexicans do? It's not a whistle. It's like a...
I can't even whistle for the life of me. But I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Devin does it all the time. If I called him right now, he'll do it. I can't do it. But
you can't do it?
I know what you're talking about.
I can't find the right word for it, but when we come back from dropping this video, I guarantee you I'll have it ready. But so what we're gonna do now, guys, is we're gonna jump into my good friend here. We're gonna jump into that 5 Series BMW you got parked outside.
Let's do it.
We're gonna take a drive down to Stamford. We're gonna go and visit your shop. We're gonna go on a tour. The fun thing about it is that I got to meet the Hulk.
You did.
I got to ride your Honda Gram, and I got to take a ride with you in that dope ass T-Rex.
Yeah.
I want to do this really quick because I want to give a big shout out to that man right there again, Mr. Chris Conti.
He's the man.
He's the man who built that beautiful T-Rex right there.
Yeah, man.
That thing has some serious pop to it. But big shout out to you, Chris, out there in DT Moto in Stamford, Connecticut. And I'm ready to go. You?
I'm ready to go, man.
All right, guys. So enjoy this video. We'll be watching it alongside you. Here we go.
Let's go.
Enjoy.
Thank you, Jason.
Here we go. Joe Viveros.
Hey, Jason.
Joe, how's everything, brother?
Good, man. How you doing today, man?
Pretty good, man. So excited to be here in Stamford, Connecticut at Showtime Auto Spa.
Yes, sir.
In Stamford, Connecticut at Showtime Auto Spa.
Yes, sir.
Now, the vehicle I see you wiping down right now, that's a Showtime vehicle in itself.
It is, man. It is. One of our clients, one of his antiques, we would say. It's a 1987 Porsche with 40,000 miles, man.
40,000 miles in 1987.
Yeah, man. You couldn't believe it.
Wow. That's a beautiful candy apple red.
It is.
So, yeah, man, I'm excited to be here at your shop here in Stamford, Connecticut.
Thank you.
And
Welcome.
so tell my viewing audience all about Showtime Auto Spa.
Well, welcome here at Showtime Auto Spa. I am Joe Viveros, owner of Showtime Auto Spa and Showtime Automotive. Again, we're a mobile company about 5 years now. We've been doing cleaning cars from exotics to antiques, from $500 cars, you name it. We focus on a lot of exotic cars. I started a business about 5 years ago with one van by myself. It was a very, very hard struggle. Anyone that starts a business, it's the hardest things you could do. I left a great working job. I was a salesman at Grand Honda about 5 years. I learned a lot of my selling skills from them and techniques and everything I've ever did at Grand Honda. But yeah, so I started with one van and I grew the following year with having 2 vans, and now I'm up to 3 vans.
Wow.
In the process of buying 4 vans.
Wow. So that means that you have a good caliber of employees working for you.
Yeah, I have a lot of employees working for me. Great employees. I'm very, very blessed to have them working with me. I have a solid team. Very, very blessed to have them on board with me. It's that saying, you take care of them, they'll take care of me.
Absolutely.
And a lot of my clients and customers and been loving them. You know, they know we got a good crew and we know what we're doing here at Showtime Auto Spa.
Absolutely, and I have to agree with you 110%. First of all, I want to congratulate you on your amazing establishment. I mean, from the moment I pulled up here, I could tell that is exclusive. You guys specialize in a whole bunch of different things. Not only focus on exotic vehicles like this,
Yes.
but there's something else you guys do.
Yeah, here.
You raffle vehicles, which I find really interesting. I don't know too many people who raffle vehicles, so I need you to explain that to me, to my viewing audience. How does that work? Because I have an opportunity, and I'm sorry that you're ready to go,
Yeah.
but I have an opportunity to win a Honda